Hey guys, it's Captain OCD back for episode 9 of Let's Play Diablo 2 Hardcore. Last I left you, we were going through the Flare dungeon looking for Kalium's Brain, and right there just got level 25. Something I wanted to mention is there's a new patch coming out, hopefully anyway. They announced it back in April of last year, but they just released a revision, and things are looking up for it to come out soon, so if it does, they're going to be resetting the ladder, which means I'm going to have to start a new barbarian. There's a couple things I can do. I can either start over my Let's Play from level 1, or I can just catch up on the new barbarian where I leave off with this one, off screen. Let me know what you think. I'll do whatever makes people happy. Right here, a really strange thing. Leap bugs out right there, and all of a sudden the monster's AI starts acting really strange. I can't hit the shaman to save my life, and the flayers over there are doing really weird things, just sort of standing in place. It's not lag, it's some strange desynchronization. And it's weird that Nova killed like 40 things. It gets a lot stranger as things go on, too. This dungeon is a weird place, I guess. Server was acting up, I don't know. So right here, apparently I've gained the ability to walk through walls. I've never seen this happen before. I was so freaked out when it did. It seems to have righted itself there. It's strange, but it's the end of all the craziness in this dungeon. So the Flare level 3, Flare dungeon level 3, I'm sorry, is more or less totally empty. The layout is similar. I'm not sure if it's always the same. I haven't been here often enough to say that for sure, but the general layout is the same. In the center you're going to find one of those shiny chests, and inside is going to be Kalium's Brain. And then there's another room that has a super unique Flare Shaman in it. Other than that, it's just mostly empty. If you have teleport, feel free to just pop into the middle, get the brain, and get out. But for everyone else, it's going to be a lot of wandering around. Right there was the super unique Flare Shaman I was talking about. So the changes for the new patch that affect the Barbarian are pretty interesting. The most notable one, in my opinion, is the removal of Iron Maiden from the Oblivion Knights. It's a curse that basically results in the death of any Barbarian who steps foot into the Chaos Sanctuary, and is, in my opinion, really needed to be removed. Some people are crying about it, but, that's the way things are going to be from now on. Other changes are mana cost reduction on Whirlwind and increased critical strike on the Masteries, which is always welcome. Alright, here's the room with Kalium's Brain right there. Go ahead and pick that up, throw it in our cube. Alright, so that weird lag spike I had when I went into the Flare dungeon the first time apparently caused my character to get rolled back, and I did not complete the Gidbin quest apparently, which means I no longer have the ring reward I got from it. Super annoying. So I go ahead and wander around the goddamn jungle again to find the Gidbin. Go ahead and grab that, bring it back to Ormus, hopefully get a good ring, and as is comically appropriate, I don't. I get a complete crap ring. It's no good. It's worse than the blue rings that I'm using. So thanks, Blizzard. Thank you for that. Awesome. So moving on, enough QQ. Next quest, we need to find Kalium's Heart in the sewers, which is located under Karast, the old Karast, not the dockside Karast. And we also need to take out the Council in Travancore. These guys right here, the Zaccharomites, I believe they're pronounced, are pretty hilarious. Me and my friend always got a kick out of the fact that they sound like they're saying, "You fight," while running away from you at full speed. The other quest we're looking for in Karast is the Black Book. It's located in one of these temples in the Karast Bazaar, Upper Karast, and the Karast Causeway. It's always located in the Ruined Temple, which I luck out and get on my first check. There's other false temples like the Ruined Fane and things like that. It's not in any of those, so as long as you find the Ruined Temple, you can head down there. It'll always be inside. This is super unique, and her minions spawn with extra fast, which is pretty terrifying, especially for a caster. She can run up to you and just, chain hit you, and you'll be stuck in hit recovery. Right here is the tome that we're looking for. The reward for this quest is pretty nice. You get free 5 stat points to put wherever you like. So it's not as great as skill points, but more vitality is always welcome. Just take it to Alcor, the guy right up there. And I found the book, yes. Stat points, please, thank you. While I was in the Ruined Temple, I found this nice Fanged Helm. +1 to battle orders, +3 to Iron Skin. Easily replaces the Nadir helmet that I had before. Alright, moving on. Leaving the Cross Bazaar, we're heading to Upper Cross. Normally you would head into the sewers to get Kalim's Heart, but I like to tag the Upper Cross and the Travancore waypoint before doing that. It's always the last step in my Act 3 progression. Right here is a scary run-in with a group of Thrashers. My hireling is nowhere to be found. Probably got bugged out when I leaped off the waypoint path. So I just head back to town and then come back out of the portal instantly to recover him. If you have teleport, you could also teleport a short distance and the hireling will instantly appear next to you. He has no problem taking these things out with his ethereal poleaxe. Speaking of ethereal items, they don't lose durability when they're being used by a hireling. Any equipment doesn't lose durability being used by a hireling, so it's always optimal to give them an ethereal item if you have the opportunity to do so. Going back to the Thrashers real quick, they have an ability similar to the Barbarian's Frenzy, where as they score successful hits, their attack speed, run speed, and damage increases. So the more they hit you, the more powerful and faster they do so. Don't let it turn into a slippery slope of death, because they can quickly get you stuck in hit stun and just, two-piece you. So here we are in the sewers. I'd mentioned in Act 1 that the jail was the low point, in my opinion, of the act. Well, this is essentially Act 3's jail. It is the most boring and frustrating area in Act 3, in my opinion. And Act 3 is already boring and frustrating to begin with, so you can imagine why I went ahead and just cut the entire thing out. It's just one level, it's enormous. I honestly wasn't even fighting anything. I just found the border of the sewers and started running it until I found this wheel here, which leads to the sewers level 2, which is where Kalim's Heart is. I hope you don't mind that I cut straight to it. It's boring to play, I'm sure it's even more boring to watch, so I'm sorry. So anyway, heading down. Luckily the sewers level 2 is nowhere near the size of level 1. It's very small. You'll find the chest right up here. No problem at all. There's also a unique monster in this level too, so it's always worth checking out the whole area, as small as it is, and sure enough there's the unique. It's worth killing, good experience, chance for good loot. Not this time, but oh well. Always worth it. Moving on to the fun part of the act, Travancore. The layout of Travancore is always the same. You'll always find a waypoint in the same area. And inside Travancore is a number of super unique monsters, the Council, which you need to kill for a quest to get Kalim's Flail, to finish off Kalim's Will. I think they might have nerfed the experience on these guys, because when I first started playing Diablo 2, you could always find games up for doing Trav runs, or Travancore runs, just to kill the Council, make a new game, kill the Council, make a new game, kill the Council. It was an awesome experience. The loot wasn't too great, but the experience was the right stuff. Nowadays, I don't see anyone running it anymore. It's mostly just, Tristram runs and Tomb runs, and then Bale runs, of course. Who knows? So, what I do here is clear out the surrounding area, because I don't feel like having anyone interfere with the fight with the Council. They're located in that center building. You can see that pink square designating the entrance to the Durance of Hate. Also, that other object there is the Compelling Orb, I believe it's called, which you need to destroy with Kalim's Will. So all the Council members can cast Hydra, and each one has specific mods on them. This guy's Stone Skin, Cold Enchanted, not that big of a deal. Watch out when he dies for the Exploding Frost Ring. There's another guy in there who is Fire Enchanted, who is the death of many hardcore players their first time around. When he blows up, he does a ton of damage. Don't stand near him. This guy can curse you. Not that big of a deal, since the council members mostly use Hydra, and so the increased physical damage is no big deal. Members make great revives too. If you're a necromancer and you're level 30, especially in Bale's chamber, it's pretty cool having minions that cast Hydra for you. So, take the flail and all the organs, combine it in your cube, and you will get Kalim's Will. It's too bad you get rid of the item when you smash the compelling orb, because it's a pretty nice flail. I wouldn't mind using it. Just go ahead and equip it. It has no strength or level requirements, so anyone can wear it. Take a few swings at the compelling orb, and once it's destroyed, it'll open up the way to the Durance of Hate, the last area of Act 3, which we'll have to take on next time. That'll do it for episode 9 of Let's Play Diablo 2 Hardcore. If you have any questions or advice, you could leave a comment below. Next time we'll take on Mephisto and complete Act 3. See you then.